Realise the full potential of your soil with Liquid Good. The combination of humic and fulvic acids promotes healthy and natural soils, resulting in healthier and more nutritious food. Applications of Liquid Good makes nutrients in the soil bioavailable to your plants, so they thrive, avoiding dependence upon chemical fertilizers. It's safe and easy to use. Liquid Good, micronutrients for plants.
So Sharon, this is a beautiful one, the one that you resisted doing.
Yes, and ended up caving to pressure. You know, it doesn't matter how old you get, you cave to peer pressure at times. So I did have to go back and get it. As you can see with the ripples of the corrugated iron, you know, it gives it a bit of a 3D effect, brings it to life. And when you're walking along looking at them, anything that's got lines in it, you'll think it moved, because as you're moving and the ripples move, it sometimes looks like the images have moved.
Yes.
So it does make it an intriguing way to display your art form.
And was that one of the things that you found that you were looking for when you first started working with corrugated iron, or was it just the novelty of a shot on?
Yeah, I just think I was looking for the uniqueness of it, and it's outdoor art. A lot of people have art inside, you know, and there's nothing outside in their gardens, and if you don't have a garden, there's no colour outside. So this was a way of giving colour outside, giving people some artwork that they put in their garden, and just not leaving your photos in an album on the shelf or in a shoebox in the cupboard.
Yes. Well, it's a great way, especially, you know, it saves you having to invite people in to look at your photos, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, inside my walls were covered with my kids, and outside it's all the artwork.
Yeah, I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we look up there, and that one looks to me as though you've somehow put an actual painting onto the corrugated iron.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of Photoshop work with most of the images. Sometimes I'll just put a little bit of a vignette around the outside edge, because your eyes always go to the light. So if you have a darker edge, you're drawn to the picture. But then there's a few where I do a bit of artwork feature.
Yeah.
Sometimes the mundane photos are mundane. So if you make them just look like they're a bit of a painting, then it just gives it another dimension to look at. So yeah, that has a painted effect on it. Nice reflection of the mountain and the lake in the window, and yeah, that wasn't there. I did put the reflection in the window. It's you know, so that you got that scene.
Yeah. Well, it certainly adds a lot to the walls, and I looking at you, if you go right up close, you get a different perspective of the shots there, don't you?
Yeah, and it's just a variety of work. You know, people come in and they go, I don't know how many to choose. Well, they go, I can't just choose one. And I tell them I'm not limiting them to one. They can buy as many as they like. But they tell me I've given them too much choice. But you have to have a variety, because everybody's tastes are different.
Yes. Loving the Morris minors here, and but don't the lichens give another texture to some of these things growing?
They do, but look at the chrome. Still looks as new as the day it was made, because it was real chrome back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just a bit of polish of something.
Yep.
Yes, and the lichens again on that gate. You know, it's a picture of the mountain,
and it's trying to find a new foreground interest for the mountain. You know, we've all seen the mountain, but it's trying to put something new in front of it, so you've got that nice landscape shot to go with the mountain.
Yeah. And the perspective, as you say, that the wobbly fence, in fact, tight lines, but the corrugated iron gives you that extra little piece there.
Yeah, so if you look at that while you're walking, it'll look like it's moving.
Yes, yes, heck yes. So yes, I see on that river shot there too. It's,
yeah, and that bridge isn't there anymore. They've taken it down.
Gosh,
that was just before the wave bridge, but now it's all been redone.
Yep. Oh wow. So that's a little bit of history there.
History gone, yes. So, you know, a lot of these shots, sometimes you have lost the buildings. This old shed on the way to Hara, that's been demolished now.
Yeah. Yes, no, we don't appreciate them until they're gone.
Yeah.
So Sharon, we see one or two quite fantastic aspects of landscaping. These mirror windows that give quite amazing depth, don't they?
They do, and I get a lot of comments on them. They are outdoor mirrors, but hey, they still rust anyway.
Yeah.
We didn't make them. I'm thinking of making some, but I actually brought them from Briscoe's in a clear out.
Oh, dear. Well, you know, even bargains can help your garden look good. And likewise, you've got this little corner with the old slab of timber, couple
Yeah.
of stylised lizards and the little blackbirds sitting up on the... They're all part of what you cut?
Yeah, they are, and of course trying to put them in the garden like this at least shows people how they can change the garden and how they can use them, because people see that sort of thing and think again that it's for inside, but this is made out of our signboard which we use outside, so it's perfectly fine for being out in your garden, and they're just little nails that tack them into the timber there.
Yeah.
I'm not a gardener. I cover my fences and stuff in the art, which gives me colour. I'm not sure whether this is a weed or a plant. It just grew there. So,
Yes.
you know, I just like to have a bit of extra for people to look at when they come and look at the garden art.
But I am now questioning about Cinderella, just how big she was. Left a slipper in your garden.
Yeah, she did. My dad actually got that for me. It was used many, many years ago to promote when Claire Patton Academy of Dance did Cinderella.
All right.
At the showplace up at New Plymouth, and it was sitting in storage for ages, and my dad thought I'd love it, which I do.
Yes.
I obviously didn't keep it pink because that's just, you know, it needs to be black and it obviously needs cleaning, but
Yes.
just added our little stickers to the front, just
Yeah.
the little rose pattern, which gives it a bit of lift, and filled it with dirt and a plant group.
Yeah, wow, isn't that amazing? You know, just a Cinderella slipper.
Yeah.
You know, fee fo fum, the old giant had someone after him.
Yeah, so it's just something different. I don't like normal gardens, so yeah, a slipper in the garden, a bath in the garden. You know, had some old timber given to me, and I thought, oh, I'll just do a funny little fence, which is quite nice to lean on.
Yes.
Just a little bit of difference.
Yeah, and a little bit of fun with your little gnomes and bits and bobs in that corner.
Yes, and I did the fence around the tree there like that because I saw the way they did the fences at Brooklyn Zoo, and I love the different size battens all over the place, and it was just great.
Nice little touch, but you can sit in here and you can enjoy multiple scenes, multiple gardens. You almost need a rotating chair so you can sit there and enjoy your wine, enjoy watching all the gardens and the scenery of your travels, and absolutely magic. And of course, someone can look you up, Abstract Signs.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. I'm still building my website page. One day I'll get around to it when I'm not sleeping. But yeah, it'll be Facebook and Abstract Signs in the phone book on my car that zooms around town. Yeah.
Beautiful. And of course, you can take your favourite photo, send it here, and have it as part of your garden as well.
Big Jim's, Taranaki's award-winning garden centre. Big Jim's, Taranaki's award-winning garden centre.